Well, welcome back to Watch Talk, and just finished putting together this Swiss movement. Probably like a set of 50s or a 60s movement. Just had it on the time grapher. You know, it's nothing spectacular. I'll let it run for a little while, but we started off with amplitude before I pulled it apart. We had amplitude. Lowest was 134. And the highest was 211. Now we got it up to the lowest was 192 and the highest was 255. Beat error is about the same, probably come down marginally, but the rate again, it varies from -2 to positive 24, so it's a big variance, but it is an old movement. It is what it is. But let's let it settle down a little bit, and it might come better. It might not, and it's old. It's okay. It's not a famous brand, but let's wait until all the oils and everything does its job, and we'll see. But it works, and what I'm really happy about is the amplitude has really come up. So that's come up from, like I said, in the 100s, it was, there was one that peaked out, dial up at 211, but then that's peaked now at 255. So most of them were, 130s, it was out of control. So, it was really low. It's coming, it's better than what it was, so that's okay. Now, just put the hour wheel on now. I just saw a little bit of this has been through the cleaning machine as well, so it should be spotlessly clean, but I've put some oil on that cannon pinion, and that meshes with that wheel there. Then we'll put on this little tensioning foil washer, and then that's the end of that. And no spare parts. Awesome, no spare parts. And then what we'll do next is we'll get... Now I did clean that crystal. Come up okay. I put some Polywatch on it as well. Polywatch is like a glass cleaner conditioner. But that's too far gone. I mean, I'm not going to waste any time on that. And plus it's got a big gaping, as you can see, it's got a big gaping crack in it, so I'm not gonna waste any time, If it didn't have that crack on it, I would have got it on the Dremel and tried to polish it within an inch of its life. But I'm not even gonna put it on. I'm just gonna order a new one. It could be a few bucks. I gave this dial a bit of a clean, and I don't know how to properly clean these dials. I'll just move that there. I don't know how. You still got any? Yeah, so I don't know how to clean these dials properly. But what I did is I just got a little bit of, one of these little Q-Tex things, or just a little bit of, just moistened it a little bit, and did that. But the dial came up okay. I mean, there are some marks on it, and it is what it is. It's an old watch, but it came up okay, I suppose. Came up okay. So I'll just off camera, just give it a bit of a... I didn't wipe the bottom of it because I didn't want to be too hard on it and mess it up or bend anything or break those dial feet. I don't know how old it is or how delicate it is, but I'll give it a bit of a wipe now off camera because it's just easier for me to handle it. So that's that. The old dial feet, I'll attack them. Which one is it? What size was it? It was this one here, the 0.8, wasn't it? Yeah. Just unscrew it. I'll do it on camera a little bit so you can see it. I don't know how much you can see of that. Oh. And of course, the hour wheel falls off. But that's okay. The hour wheel can fall off. what am I doing here? I just want to make sure that that's okay. Just want to have a look at the way this thing works. I can see the way it works. Just want to make sure I don't unscrew them too far out. That's okay. Got you in view here? Yep, that's good. So let's just, before we lose everything, let's just get that hour wheel on. Come on, in you. She's fighting me, isn't she? All the way. Why do you have to fight for? Why do you fight? Why are you fighting me for? Come on, just go on and all go back together like one big happy family. There we go. She's all meshed. Yep. All right. I'll drop this on the ground now. And make sure we put it on the right way. Put it on the right way. Right now, where are those dog feet holes? There and there. So that'll go on like that. Lovely. Grab her on. Grab the screwdriver. Make sure she's flush. Oops, there you go. And turn her over. Do the same thing on this side. Yeah, it would really annoy you, wouldn't it, if you just got it on this stage and then you drop that screw out. You'd be really seriously disappointed, wouldn't you? Oops. You'd be seriously disappointed in yourself. You'd be thinking, wow, I've done all this work and now she decides to go. All right, so the dial's on. Excellent. And I did give the hands a bit of a clean, bit of a light clean, just with the same little Q-Tex thing. Whoa. Yeah, and these hands you can see there now. I'll show you. You can see this. Where is it? Where are you? You're here somewhere. You see that that loom. Yeah, you can see it through my skin here. If I can find it, yeah, you can see how the loom is damaged. And it was damaged when I took it off. It had a little pinhole in it, but it's even more damaged now. But it's really brittle, I suppose. So, I mean, you can always reloom it if you want. I'm not going to because I'm not going to wear this watch. This was just for a bit of, I won't say a bit of fun, but it's a bit of experimenting, you know. It was a bit of fun, I suppose. Now, I don't have to be particularly careful with these hands. When I say that, I mean, I don't have to line them up perfectly for, any date function. But you still got to be careful, line them up so they don't look like, you want to make sure they're still parallel because you don't want to look like a total, amateur. Now, I should have probably checked that before I grab this. But I think that one there will do. Why, yeah. That made me a little bit nervous. I reckon that red one's too fat. I reckon the last one I used on that other movement was, get it out, was the black one. Oh, the black one and the grey one. Let's just grab them out. Which one was smaller? Alright, I reckon that's going on there. Just so you can see a bit. These are just these. Got the right way up as well. Yep, just these ones here. This is just cheap, made in China. Just cheap. I think I paid. I can't remember. I think I said on my other video. I think I paid about $10 for them. Maybe 15. You can get the nice Bergeron ones if you like. I think they're about $50. And maybe one day I'll invest in them, but I've got a couple of different tools. I've got the press as well. Should try the press one day. Now, you just got the thing you got to be careful with these on. You don't have to be careful in the sense that make sure they turn over at midnight, but you want to at least make sure that they are, when the time is 12 o'clock, that they're parallel and they're not all wonky. So look up, and when it's at 3 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, you want to be perpendicular. At 6 o'clock, you want to be straight up and down. So you don't want to look like a total amateur. So we just turn that around until we hit 12 o'clock. And sorry, you're probably not getting any of this, but I'm sorry, I apologise. That is bang on midnight, or midday, whichever. Now let me just, now that I got that off, which one is it going to be? This that one there, yep. All right, here we go, roly. So we put on the minute hand, and again we just move it up, which is the hole that we use. This one here, we line that up. You just want to line it up so it's on midnight, and that's on midnight, so you don't look like it. So you don't look like you totally don't know what you're doing. There you go. Then you just press that home as well. Just have a look and make sure the hands are on properly and they're not going to foul. When I say foul, I mean they touch. You don't want it to touch. That looks like it's pretty good. Oh, that's not on good at all. Gee, that's really out of whack. Out of whack. I don't know if that's an Aussie term or that's just a term that's used all over the world. I know in some countries whack doesn't mean, it means something different. Okay, that looks alright. Well, that's hitting somewhere. That's hitting somewhere where it shouldn't be. And again, like you get on 3 o'clock and the hands should be perpendicular. Alright? So you don't look like too much of an amateur. And then it go again at 6. And they should be straight up and down, which they are. Again, at 9 o'clock is the next key one. And you want to make sure they are perpendicular, which it is. Then you go back to midnight. And they should be bang on. Perfect. That's excellent. Right, that's good. Happy with that. And then the second hand, that one there can just go on any old way, as long as it's on the right way. Oops. Why does it always have to fall the wrong way? I shouldn't complain, right? I've had so much luck today. I should not complain at all. I should go and buy myself a lottery ticket. The amount of things that I've stuffed up today that's come good. Now this one here, rest it on there like that, tick away, grab that, and this one here just ever so slightly chuck her on. Well, not that, see, that you got to put a little bit more pressure on that, there we go. Now I just want to see this one here, make sure this one doesn't hit, because this was hitting the hour hand before and I did bend it off camera. Oh yeah, she's looking really fine. Looking fine. Let me just... Just want to make sure that second hand, middle hand doesn't foul anywhere. That's okay. Yep, that's all right. Let me just see her when she goes around to there. I don't know if you're getting any of this. Probably not. Sorry. I apologise. Yeah, she's doing all right. Yeah, looks like she's doing okay. I'll just follow that second hand around. I reckon at that spot there, she's probably just a bit close, but let me just have a look. Yeah, no, I reckon she's fine. She is fine. All right. That's that. Now, I don't want to put it down. I don't want to put it down on her face because I don't want to put it down on her face because I don't want to bend those hands. So now I'll just take the crown out. And put her in the case. One. Oops. Two. They're going to be enough to... Oh, no, you know what I'm going to do? I don't... Smaller screwdriver. If in doubt, go smaller. I stuffed that up before with that other movement when I had it on setting mode. And I had it on setting mode and I just, there you go. Took the crown out and I stuffed it. You know, could not believe I did that. And then I had to pull the whole movement apart. That really annoyed me big time. Put that down like that. We'll chuck. And the good thing about this, you can put the crystal in without taking the movement out. It's just there is a little bit of a, it just fits in there with a crystal press. So that's good to know. I know the case is pretty crap, isn't it? Did you see that? I've put it in the ultrasonic. I put it in the ultrasonic and then I put it in the watch cleaner. It's come down to the bare brass, or they can just see the final remnants of where is it? Some final remnants of the chrome there, and you know, just you can see the lugs are like welded lugs. Yeah, so the case isn't but it's like a rat rod, isn't it? Bit retro. This is going to fall through. But look at that doll. That doll's got a bit of shine on it. Didn't have any shine on it a few minutes ago, that's for sure. It was not shiny at all. Alright, I've got to get this movement in there properly because she's not sitting in there nicely. There we go. There we go. Now, put the crown in. The good thing about getting the crown in now, it'll line her up a bit. Whoop. That's okay. Now before I do that, I will just double check and make sure that this can go on. Yeah, this ring, movement ring thing will go on. That's okay. Alright, let's just make sure we put this in properly. Is it sitting in there nicely? Is it not, or is it not? Is that playing the game? Is she playing the game? I don't think so. Come on, will you? Okay, that looks like it's about in there, but not totally convinced. No, that's not in there properly. That's not in there properly. Actually, there you go. Okay, it's in there. All right. And then we put this little doodah on. Which aligns it all up. Well, that doesn't align it up. It does align it up to a certain degree. Sort of stops the from moving around, and then we put our little. Now the reason I'm not putting this watch back on the watch cushion is because the hands are going to touch. The hands are going to touch, and I don't want the hands to touch the dial. The hands to touch the case, the cushion here. All right, that's that. Get my little ball out. Where's my little ball? Probably put it away. Did I put it away? Have a look. Where are you? Sure, there you are. Okay. Let me just get down to a decent level. Don't want to rest it down there. Just getting a bit nervous that I'm gonna. Okay, whoopsie daisy. Let me just do this off camera, just so I can see what I'm doing a bit better. I should just play some elevator music, shouldn't I? There you go. Done. Case back on. Case back on. See, it hasn't got a bad looking. Just get you up there. So the dial isn't that bad. See, it's got a bit of a. You can see the reflection. It's got a bit of a shine on it. There are a few marks on it. Big deal. There are a few marks over here. A few war wounds. But she's working. Well, she's ticking. She's working, and with the crystal long, easy. Now I'm going to drop it on the ground and smash it to bits, and after I finish it. Like I said, I'll get a new crystal for it. I'll just measure it up and order it. Nice little, you can see it's got a bit of a dome on it as well. Pretty high dome actually, looks cool. So that'll sit on there like that. done. It's if anybody's heard of these movements, heard of these watches, let me know. So it's got the anti-shock as you saw it, anti-shock, 17 joules. What is it? Can you see that? Cadola, that's not name, yeah. Cadola or Ladola or Cadola. There, someone will tell me what it is. But she's not a bad looking watch. The red hand looks a bit quite, nice, and the gold, the red gold or rose gold, indices there, Arabics look really nice. Nice sort of green. It's like a greeny, sort of matches the tritium in the hands there. It's got a little green, goldy green tinge on the dial. It looks quite nice. Anyway, that's it. All done. Thank you very much for watching. If you've liked what you've seen, give us the thumbs up. Do subscribe. Leave some comments, and don't be afraid. Have a go. You too can do it. Nothing special. It's just you saw just patience. Things go wrong. You fix them. There's no dramas. But like I say, have a crack, have a go. If you stuff it up, like I said, this movement was given to me, so it didn't cost me anything. So if I did stuff it up, I would have been disappointed in myself more than anything. But it didn't cost me anything. But have some fun. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.